A famous royal critic faces a backlash that exposes a hidden truth about how the press covers Meghan and Harry. What unfolds next challenges assumptions, shifts the conversation from who is being criticized to how consistently those criticisms are applied, and sets up a deeper look at the mechanics of fame, bias, and public perception. This video digs into how the British press can shape what the public thinks about the Sussexes, and why a prominent critic ends up on the receiving end of a blunt public counterpoint. We'll outline the key players, walk through the latest twists, and ask, when coverage tilts, who is really steering the narrative? And what does that mean for viewers trying to form an fair judgment? First, we lay out who's involved. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. The longtime critic Piers Morgan, Miss Harriman, the Nigerian-British photographer and close ally of the couple, and journalist Femi Oyewole, who publicly weighed in. The spark arrives after Andrew's arrest, reigniting a debate about whether there's a double standard in how the Sussexes are portrayed versus other royals. The big question for viewers is whether bias is shaping the headlines or vice versa, and how that dynamic influences everyday readers. Next, we examine the pattern itself. A chorus of voices argues that the press leans harsher toward Harry and Meghan than toward figures with similar or greater controversies. Social media chatter underscores a perceived double standard, suggesting that tone, framing, and emphasis tilt public opinion. The aim isn't to condemn every critic, but to understand how enduring patterns influence what people think they know about the couple, and how those beliefs travel from newsrooms to living rooms. Then we look at the public counterpoint that shifts the center of gravity. Harriman's choice to share a journalist's takedown of Piers Morgan brings the dispute into the open, illustrating how allies push back when coverage feels unbalanced. The back and forth with Oyewole and Morgan becomes a microcosm of a larger question. Are editorial judgments consistently applied, or do they bend when the subjects change? This moment isn't just a feud. It's a test of accountability in media ecosystems, and a prompt for viewers to demand higher standards. The core takeaway emerges. When prominent critics face direct, public pushback from peers and allies, blanket judgments lose their credibility. The reveal isn't about declaring a winner or loser, but about celebrating nuance, context, consistency, and a willingness to re-examine what counts as credible commentary matter more than loud rhetoric or a single hot take. The episode invites viewers to weigh evidence, compare coverage across cases, and consider how editorial choices shape belief. The lasting message is simple but powerful. Media narratives hold real influence, yet transparency about bias and steady standards for critique empower viewers to decide for themselves. If this breakdown clarified the stakes, consider subscribing for more focused analyses of media narratives and public discourse. Share your thoughts in the comments on how you assess royal coverage and which voices you trust to offer balanced critique. Then stay tuned for the next deep dive into how news shapes perception.